I mean, you suddenly have to think, I got to keep a roof over this head. I got to make this mortgage. I mean, that's sort of when I started. It's sort of when I started doing everything. The blessing was it's when I started doing voiceover, right? And that was just a revelation. That was so much fun, and so I'm so glad that happened. But I did that kind of to stay in town, not to solve any of my problems. I just did it because I wanted to. I didn't want to have to leave town to work, which is where I always had to go. But it was always, I was always nervous about keeping the roof over the head and doing that, and balancing that with being present. I wanted to be present as well. There was a period when I was like probably overcharging for my services. That took a little while for me to realize that, wait a minute, they don't do that anymore. they don't overpay for actors anymore.
Yeah, they certainly don't.
Right when the corporations decided that top of show is the minimum. Right.
Yeah.
So, and your quotes don't matter and all the rest of that stuff. So I think I hit a high quote right when my daughter was born, right after Shawshank, and I think that was my highest quote. And then after that, it was, a couple of years of not getting paid that, and realizing, okay, I have to work. I have to work for less.
What was the, obviously people always come up to me and they're like, oh my God, Clancy Brown, when you guys switched minds and
that was a good one. That was a good one.
The Great Brain Robbery.
That was a good episode.
It wasn't. I don't think I ever really worked with you. And all of a sudden you're sitting there with me and we're just going back and forth and you're like, say your line. And then you'd say it like me, but in your way. You know what I mean?
Oh, it was so fun. It was so fun.
I remember us laughing, going, it was kind of confusing. It was in a way, but it was really fun. And having Andrea Romano, who we both adore, right?
Right.
Directing us. Yeah.
But how fun is that too, that they wrote it? And who wrote that one, by the way? Do you remember?
I don't remember who wrote that one.
Yeah,
it wasn't Bruce. I have to look that up.
What great writers they had.
Yeah.
But how fun that they took those characters and decided to do that and let us do that. We're looking for a way knew that we would like it, knew that we could pull it off and have so much fun doing it.
Yeah.
Because they could have done it with anybody. They could have done it with any bad guy and any superhero, but I take that as a big compliment.
It was I was playing Lex Luthor on Smallville. You were the voice of Lex. I was voicing the Flash in the Justice League, and then we switch.
Then we switch.
And it was just awesome. All this. Yeah, it was great. It was really great.